Hello you people, Instructor 7 here again. And I'm going to show you a little drill that's very loosely based on traditional karate. And what we are in Tansu is a mixed martial art. We're just mixed for the street, not for sport. But our roots are in Shotokan karate, Western wrestling, boxing, judo, all sorts of things. We absorb what we can use. And the old-time karate guys from Okinawa were onto something with some of these drills. And this is a modified version. But I'm going to show you how to get your entire body into a strike, very much like a baseball player gets his entire body into a pitch. The big difference is he has the luxury of spitting and scratching and taking his time and rearing back and following through. We don't have the luxury of rearing back. Now, come here. You've all seen the 1-inch punch. I'm gonna do it flat-handed and not hard. I don't wanna hurt this guy, but very easily you can shift from a very, very short distance and put a tremendous amount of force into a strike. Would I ever come up here and pop somebody that way? Probably not, but it's a demonstration. Here's how you get that. There's several motions at work at the same time. The first one, and main one, is my body weight coming forward. Come here again. If all I do, watch my feet, all I do is skip. I'm stiff arming him. Boom, I'm getting a pretty good jolt. I see his head moving forward. That's just a skip of my body weight. I don't know what I weigh in motion, but it's a whole lot more than it is when I stand still. The second motion is the hips, rotation of the hips. And how I'll get that is shifting on the balls of these feet. Pitch me that stick, please, Billy Ray. When I shift on the balls of my feet and skip at the same time, there's a lot of force in that. The way a baseball pitcher winds up, he's got his foot on a rubber on that pitching mound, a piece of embedded rubber, and he will push off that rubber. There's a skip. Same principle. The stick, watch my hips. If I shift this way, see how that stick's pointed at you? All right, the point is that my body, my upper body, is sitting on my hips. So any spin imparted to the hips is going to translate to the shoulders. On top of that, the old school guys would get out here ridiculously wide with their hand on the hip, and they would shift, 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 shift. Well, you let that go, the mass of this arm coming back is going to throw those shoulders very, very hard. Now, you don't want your hand down on your hip for obvious reasons. But learning how to pull one back as you throw the other on top of these spinning hips, on top of that skip. And here's the last part. I'm on the last 3 or 4 inches of extension of my legs. I can easily do one-legged squats, right? Nothing to it. Same way with your arms. You can get down here and do 100 push-ups like that easily. You can take, twice the weight off the rack, just barely budge it, than you could possibly bench press all the way down, right? That is called the power point, right out there on that last couple of inches. That's where you want to hit, not jammed up, not overextended. If I will combine those 5 elements, I'll have a really solid punch, provided I can do it without what we call in the South hauling off. I'm going to haul off and slap you. No, I'm going to come from right where I am, right? So here's some drills. Skipping and moving, obviously. Getting your body weight, that's pretty straightforward. Now, look at this room. There's a mirror right there. And conversely, step right behind me, Addison. There's a mirror over here. I'm going to get into a right-handed stance, an old karate type stance, facing this mirror. Boom, right? If I shift my hands, turn my head, and shift my hips, now my feet, my knees are pointed, and my hips are square to that mirror. Now I'm going to shift back over here. I'm going to shift, 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 shift. I am in what they call a front stance. Like one leg is heavily forward, and the hands are lined up toward that mirror I'm looking at. Why would I be in that front stance? Because I've just thrown a booming big punch off the backhand. Why would I be shifted the other way? Because I've thrown a booming jab off the front end. You see my hips shifting? Again, the drill, look in the mirror, shift, 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 shift. Now, I'm going to punch, 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 punch. I'm leaving the forward skip off of it just so you can see and I don't get off camera. But if you will learn how to shift horse, shift horse, shift horse with those hips, and you will learn how, old-timey drill, it's like I got a rope in my hand going through a pulley, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Doesn't matter if you're coming up here or not, and then start putting those shoulders heavily in it. The mass of this arm coming back will help fire that. The mass of the hips shifting, the weight, and then landing everything on that power point, and you can throw a tremendous punch. Then the final step is not to do anything, it's to stop doing things. Get in front of the second greatest martial arts tool of all time, not the punching bag, but the mirror, and learn how to come from right where you are without any negative movement, without any indication, without any haul off, and learn how to punch. Boom! Relax, ready position. I don't want trouble. Trying not to fight. We don't want to fight. But if I have to, bam, there it comes. Bam, there it comes. Can you cheat it in? Sure you can. I'm going to the car. I don't, bam, right there. So anyway, learn how to use your body by breaking the individual movements down, just like you would with your golf swing, and then put them all together in one powerful unit. The old timers had something to show us. Till next time, like, subscribe, right down here, and never initiate aggression. Always stay safe and always be dangerous. Thank you.